Hello. Hello. Hi. I'm professional streamer here. All the things wrong. Welcome to Pathologic. Uh, it is now day 4. It is 3 o'clock in the morning. We're only half dead and mostly starving. So, gonna have to work on that today. But we've made it. And we're really no closer to finding a cure. And let's find out what we have to do today. Did we get any letters? We did get another evening letter from the powers that be. I wonder if this is just going to happen every day. Insofar as the victory over the enemy is comparable to learning its nature, we see you as our champion as well as our scholar. We think it would be appropriate to inform you of the conditions of your victory. A quarter of the way through the game, the powers that be want to tell me how to win. We hope you appreciate the fact that the disease is nothing more than an unfortunate coincidence. You should treat this as the basis for your research. For if the outbreak is entirely accidental, as the lack of any outside influence on this town suggests, then it should be comparatively easy to handle. Avoid multiplying casualties. Seek an answer in unorthodox methodologies. The cause of the outbreak is not of a fundamentally familiar nature, so you may need an adventure of sorts to remove it. So I believe what they want is to understand the disease showing up the same time we do is a coincidence. Which honestly makes it sound like they did it on purpose instead. That something purposefully released a plague on the town as I was arriving. I guess we'll find out. No new letters for the start of day 4. What about quests? I didn't expect anything, but no. Nobody suspects that I brought the disease, because definitely Simon died before I showed up. But, which means he was sick even before then. Because it does take like 2 days to die. So the question is, did somebody put the plague here for me for some reason? Which is a reasonable question given Dankovsky's need to find something big, or he was going to lose the Thanatica. Alright, well, we can't really sleep anymore, or we'll start to go really hungry. Not that I have access to food in any way. I bet Laura might have food for me if I went to see her. What's going on, Ava?
It's so quiet around now.
All hope is gone. Yep, it's... Uh-huh. I've set up a whole laboratory upstairs. I hope that's fine with you. I understand that it can be rather annoying. It's nothing. Nothing at all. In any case, I won't be staying here much longer. What's that supposed to mean? Do you know why our cathedral remains empty? No, why? It isn't a cathedral, actually. It was supposed to become a cathedral, yet for some reason it didn't. Sometimes I feel sad for it. Sad? Seriously? I could have been living next to a place where sacrament is performed daily. Cheer up, will you? Stop being depressed. If nothing else works, try to get some sleep. Or get drunk, at least. Great advice from the good Dr. Dankovsky. If you're sad, drink about it. Nothing could go wrong. Hello, Propane Panda. So it's early in the morning. There's definitely muggers out. But we gotta go see the play at the theater. And then maybe make our way to Lara's, and maybe she'll have some food for us. Also, if we find any drunks, we need bandages real bad. Can I go into the pharmacy at all? Can I shop at the pharmacy at all? I can. Novocaine. Lasts for 9 hours of healing. Costs twice as much as the Miradorm. I cannot make sense of the statistics that is in the healing bits. What are you? We are relatively short on funds. I've got more Miradorm that I can use next time I sleep. I do have some bandages, but I'm also carrying 43 bottles of water. So I feel like I'm probably okay on meds at the moment. So what I'm going to look for instead is food. That's what I actually need. We've got some money left over from yesterday, so we will see about getting some food. I feel like this neighborhood around the canes and the cathedral does not get as many muggers as anywhere else. Oh, get that bottle too, thank you. Can I get an achievement for having 50 bottles of water on me at once? It's too early for the canes to talk to me, but there's a shop behind them. I'm gonna check that. I don't remember what it is. So Ruben should know somebody who can cut bodies, and we know what we need now. It's a clothing store. I mean, I could use more of that too if I can find a robe or a mask or something. No, boots and needles. Good. Ruben should know somebody who can cut bodies. That's what he was suggesting yesterday. We didn't want to do that if he didn't have to. Now we have to, because we need a fresh sample from a live body. Specifically, the term he used was a still beating heart. So I assume at some point today we're going to talk to Ruben about that source. Whoa, God, that's a mugger. Oh my God. Okay, so my bullets are just going everywhere but in this man. I just wasted 12 bullets and hit this man one time. Changing weapons will not pause the game. And I got stabbed a bit. Alright, well now we're just running. That was expensive. Bastard. I still have some peanuts. I will need to find a child for more ammo. Probably to repair my gun some. Oh yeah, its durability hit 0. Great. Cool. Dope. Awesome. Love it. Hey, would you like to buy a useless gun? Fantastic. Can I get some dried fish and smoked meat? Thank you. Let me get that egg too. Oh, no, not my food. Okay, that's my hunger up there. Okay. Hunger better. Like, do I just learn to stab bad men at night for free money? Is that... Have the blade ready. Oh, he's noticed me. Okay, that worked. 500 coins. I didn't get stabbed that time. I feel like after wasting all of that ammo, I need to catch back up now. I am definitively behind the economy, wasting 10 bullets. Theater performance. Let me make sure. Do that. And save. Oh.
So, it stays away from dead bodies, disappearing from corpses without a trace.
That's very quiet.
Establish that you can outweight it if you're careful and discreet. The glass will keep the best as it's supposed to.
What does it mean?
It means we have a fighting chance. The infectious agent only sticks to living matter and is repelled by dead surfaces. Those who remain indoors are more likely to survive. Scurrying and making a fuss means death. All in all, we can fight.
You self-serving jerk. You've got your own
I'm gonna
agenda.
load
You're
that quick
always up for a
save.
fight. You just
Turn the
want
master
to
volume up and try this again.
Hush, don't you get his way. He seems to have a plan.
It's all wrong. It's no good at all.
let me reload that. Quick save. We'll try that one more time so that we can actually hear it. Voice volume didn't seem to matter. We'll just turn up. Oh, I wonder if it's in there as music. Let me try that.
So,
It stays away from dead bodies, disappearing from corpses without a trace. It's been established that you can outweight it if you're careful and discreet. The glass will keep the best, as it's supposed to.
what does it mean?
It means we have a fighting chance. The infectious agent only sticks to living matter and is repelled by dead surfaces. Those who remain indoors are more likely to survive. Scurrying and making a fuss means death. All in all, we can fight.
You self-serving jerk. You've got your own agenda, haven't you? You're always up for a fight. You just need an adversary. What about the people?
Hush, don't you get in his way. He seems to have a plan.
It's all wrong. It's no good at all.
Hey, Mark, are you good? Please tell me you're okay.
It would be curious to take a look at Simon now.
Would be curious, but we can't get a hold of his body. Thanks for the performance. Right, I have a jump button. I always forget that. That is a mugger. It's not coming for me, though. At least not yet. Okay. So, lemons make me hungrier, but cure some exhaustion. I have a bunch of lemons. I'll probably hold on to those. But these crackers I have are basically useless to me. I should be looking to sell them. They are not worth the inventory slot. That all done. I'll head to Laura's. I can rest there for a couple hours if I need to. And check these, right? She might have some food for me while I wait for morning proper. Because I started at Ava's, Anaresti. Laura's is a different place, and because she's running a shelter, she said that I could always come by, and that there might be food for me there too. She implied that, at least. I kind of doubt that the game's going to be that nice, but if there's free food there, I want it. It's 5 o'clock. Moving along. Oh, I just went past Lara's. Okay. Lara Ravel. Okay, cool. Nice. Awesome.
My lips are too dry.
I'm so glad nothing bad happened to you yesterday. And nothing ever will, don't worry. I'm just lying. Okay, so I can use beds here, I know that. Just curious if there's any shelves or stacked food or anything anywhere. Can I just take these meds? Is that okay? They weren't marked red, I assume that was okay. There's some alpha tablets here. She does have great taste in rugs. I mean, look at that. Oh, look at that fireplace. Hey, that painting's of the inside of the spire, the polyhedron. Alpha tablets are an immunity booster. There are alpha tablets and there are beta tablets. That both increase your chance of resisting catching the plague, sort of. Okay, so nothing else here. Do I want to just sleep for like an hour? Yeah, probably. Still no letters or anything. Do I have to wait till 8? Is that what it is? I forget when morning happens and people will actually talk to me.
Lara doesn't look well. She's pale and disheveled.
I am, in the real world, more of a morning person, so I don't know what other people do. Sleep one more hour. Okay. Morning of the 4th day has come. Total death toll 204, 60 people currently infected. By the end of which the Bachelor realizes the town is unprepared for an epidemic of this scale. Also, it mentioned the powers that be are starting to get worried. Okay. Vlad Olgimski's report on sanitary precautions. Dr. Dankovsky. As of today, we are ready to provide you with the premises where you will be able to establish a hospital, an isolation ward, and a morgue. Please see me at the Lump to discuss further details. Vlad the Heavy. Okay, we're gonna go see Big Vlad. Older Vlad. Where's that? You're over here. Okay. We're going to set up a hospital. And an isolation ward. Which, you know, not ideal, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I can't tell if it's the game getting to me right away or if I'm just fat, but we just had dinner less than an hour ago. I feel like I'm starving. It's the game. Makes sense. The game is in my head. That part is true. I talk about it almost daily off stream. Who's playing who, what their goals are, keeping track of who hates who and what they want from me. It's the Twirene in the air propane panda. It's getting to both of us. Not Twyrene, Twire. Twire. Twyrene is the drink. Okay, Vlad, tell me about setting up the hospital, please.
Many a mickle makes a muckle. There's no hurry.
Greetings, Honorable Doctor. Our job is almost done. Are you satisfied? Depends on how well you've done it. We did well, though it was a challenging task. The so-called waste house has proved to be an ideal location, so we've cleared it up to refashion it into a morgue. As for the isolation ward, it will be founded at the Ravels. But as far as I know, Laura Ravel was planning to turn her house into a shelter for a few dozen people tops, and nothing more. She agreed to undertake urgent steps. You know how fast the disease spreads better than anyone. Too many people are striving for a safe haven. An isolation ward is not a shelter, it's a sludge tank for the people hailing from extremely unsafe places, which under the circumstances basically means everyone who's been outdoors. Do you consider a mansion to be an inappropriate place for this? I'll take a look at it. What about other facilities? The hospital is almost ready to be opened. I'm not sure there's much sense to it, though, unlike the morgue. Everyone has already admitted the disease to be the sand pest. We've chosen one of the standard houses. You'll like it. Hopefully no one was deprived of a roof over their heads, were they? Of course not. We wouldn't be so harsh as to drive people out of their homes, even in case of an emergency. Don't worry, Doctor. There isn't a single soul living in that house. It's not one of the houses that was infected yesterday, is it? Actually, it is. Nevertheless, we've made a most peculiar observation. There isn't a single trace of infection in these houses today. We've learned it by chance, thanks to marauders. They stalk these places with no antibiotics whatsoever. Victor Kane would like to discuss this matter with you. Discuss the marauders? Exterminating them is Saburov's duty, and he seemed to have enlisted every person who can hold a weapon for the job. That would be the people we could use to perform sanitary work. I'm no less annoyed than you. But no, Victor wanted to discuss the blocked-off districts. He seems to have grand ideas regarding them and is seeking your advice. Sure, I'll talk to him, just no rush to use the houses you have arranged before I examine them. I need to be sure everything meets my requirements. Okay. We need to inspect Laura's place for the ward. We need to inspect an abandoned warehouse for the morgue. And that is today's quest. Good. Starting it off bright and early. Okay, back to Laura's then. I can't decide on Big Vlad. On the one hand, he's a capitalist using a minority, local, native workforce. We'll go with a native workforce for cheap labor. But on the other hand, he does seem to take things seriously. I mean, he's funding the hospital. But he also seems to understand that it's basically hopeless. Now that's not really helpful. On the fourth hand, he definitely sent me on some wild goose chases. It was really dodgy. He's absolutely hiding something at the termitary. Oh, I just got another letter. Victor Kane. I was informed that our major concern today is to prepare the town to defend itself in the face of calamity that has befallen us. Although it is the Olgimsky family who are in charge of these issues, we would like to contribute as much as we can. Besides, something tells me you're not going to be all that happy with the yieldings of Vlad's undertakings. Please find a moment to discuss a certain idea with me, Victor Kane. And he was already on the list of things to do. Well, that's weird. That's definitely a sign for a walled-off district, and that's a plagued house, but it's not marked on my map. That's right, I need to buy the map for which areas are infected. I don't just know that every day. It's young Vlad who makes the maps. Lara?
Yes.
Is it true you're planning to host an isolation ward? Do you realize what that entails? I didn't have a choice. Didn't have a choice, why? I had to do it to protect the privacy of certain information, the good name of a certain person, and most likely the life of another one depend on it. Surely that's reason enough? Forgive me, it's uncomfortable for me to talk about. Tell me. No, enough questions, please. I've already told you more than I should have. Fine, have it your way. It's tough, but if that's what has to be done, then that's fine. I'll make do. There won't be too many patients, even fewer of them strangers. But we're out of water. We need to arrange for it to be delivered. Vlad the Younger can help with that. He knows the local water supply chain like the back of his hand. Wait, you have no water? How is that possible? It's not running anymore. I don't know why. The pipes are empty. They produced rusty, clotted liquid of reddish color for a while, but then it was gone too. Who can sort this out? Perhaps Vlad the Younger could be of help. He's been making himself busy with water pipes. Wells and the likes for years. I think it's personal. He treats water as if it was liquid gold and procures it just as eagerly. He does have a well in his place. Okay, I'll talk to him about it. Okay. That's main quest. We'll have to talk to him about getting running water at Lara's place so that she can run an isolation ward, which is just going to get her killed. But I was kind of told that was going to happen anyway by the executor for the House of the Living. She did not have long to live. We'll go stop by Victor Kane. Then we'll head to Vlad the Younger. Okay. Yeah, we need running water, please. This is not a situation where bottled water will work. These? I did not. I've got lots of junk. Gonna have to start offloading junk. Where are my drunks? Are they more likely to show up in the evening? Okay. I'll check in with all the Canes while we're here, but Victor first. He's the one who called me. What is it I can help you with?
Is buzzing in my ears.
A new phenomenon manifested itself today. It might be of interest to you, as it admittedly is to me. We may have stumbled upon a mystery whose solution may have far-reaching consequences. This concerns the Skinners district. Tell me, this is of special interest to me because of the ongoing search for buildings that could serve as sanitary wards. Indeed, you're reading my thoughts. The Skinners have died out. Supposedly, it has become entirely free of infection. The streets, the walls, the various objects, and even the corpses, everything is clean. People can safely touch bodies that only recently were a very strong source of infection. Yes, that does seem to fit the discovery I made yesterday. If these rumors are true, we'll start making the abandoned homes ready for their new tenants. I can foresee us soon needing to find room for refugees from other infected districts. We'll give them provisional lodging at the vacant houses. I'm sure you understand that in order to make such a risky decision, I must be absolutely certain. What can I do to help? Take a look around the Skinners. Check inside the houses. If they truly are clean, find something that could prove it. And of course, you may use any abandoned property you see fit. Better you get it than the looters. It's promising. I'll be back with my report. Victor said my word would suffice. Still, I think he would appreciate if I provided some evidence of how thorough the inspection was. I believe that a dead looter's belongings will serve this purpose just fine. Okay, so I'm going to go into the district that was infected yesterday. Search the abandoned houses, loot them for whatever I find. He says I'm free to take what I want, and I will, thank you very much. Where's Bad Grief? There's Bad Grief. I might just buy ammo from him. I mean, if it's clean, it's clean. And I'll be alright. Other things take priority for sure, but we'll check it out. Not seeing children around either. Hey, you know anything about the water?
I am crushed by these walls.
A rough crowd demands rough measures. I sincerely hope you wouldn't get it into your head that I'm enjoying this. I need the infected districts map. 1,000 coins. Fine. No, I'm not done with you.
Clara has lured Ripper into an ambush.
How come there's no water in town? The town's water supply has been sabotaged and ruined. To be more precise, we've lost the purifying system on the water intake that supplies water from the Gorkin River to people's homes. How did that happen? The local blockheads, egged on by some overly active taskmaster, destroyed the water supply to prevent infected water from getting into the town. Can you see it now? I'm telling you, the crowd is rough. Okay, what shall we do now? If I were you, I'd seize the cathedral and the theater as soon as possible. Those buildings have access to spring water. Although with dangerous zealots popping up, the town's springs are to be feared for as well. Who knows what those idiots will think up next? Are you planning to find them, by the way? I mean, I'll say, of course. They're very likely to be hiding in the same dens as the runaway rebels, which does, by the way, give you food for thought. But never mind that. In any case, it would make sense to speak with Aspity. It'd be rather disappointing to die of thirst while everyone is busy dying of the sand plague. Let's do our best to make sure nobody dies of thirst. I'll order to start arranging water deliveries and post guards at the Sugakadug Spring. It won't be enough for the whole town, but it's better than nothing. You should hurry up and seize the springs at the Stone Yard and spin a yarn square. That is the cathedral and the theater springs. Thanks for your help. Okay, yeah, this was the district that was infected, but apparently isn't anymore, that I need to go check out. These are the new infected district, which includes Yulia's area. Great, cool. Okay. I apparently need to tell Big Vlad about the sabotage, and then get the theater and the cathedral all sorted. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go check out the morgue and talk to Aspity, then go to Big Vlad. So I only have to go to him once. I have bad griefs on the way. Hey, you're a drunk? You don't have any bandages. What? Do you have ammo? No, you got pills though. Let me get your beta tablets. Take those. Sort something out. I have a feeling I'm going to need immunity boosters soon.
Eh?
So, Doc, did yesterday's stiffs visit you in your sleep? Come to do business. Show me the illegal goods. Oh, he's got a rifle. And Tyrene. Rifle's 10,000, but that's not on the list of things to get today. So we're going to spend 6,000 on ammo. If I can, I'm going to spend whatever I can. You drive a hard bargain. Leaves me with no money. I'll have ammo again. I somehow feel like I shouldn't sell my scalpel. He doesn't want my knife. Let's sell the lemons. Alright, not much, but something done. I gotta get that gun repaired. Ugh. Hated every minute of that. Suppose I can pop in on Ruben since I'm walking right by it. Ruben, everything okay? Got any progress, mate?
Where does this Clara come from? She's all covered in dirt.
Every single day brings me closer to the solution. Any new developments? I have modified my initial compound. Regrettably, I have to keep working with the same microbial culture and it's getting depleted, but my medicine is getting more potent all the same. It's a pity I cannot test it on someone. Observing its effects would have confirmed that I am moving in the right direction. Give me a sample, I'll test the solution. What did you just give me? Blue vaccine, an enhanced variant of the organic vaccine. Prophylactic drug based on a weakened culture of the sand plague. Tested by volunteers and judged to be suited for distribution. Restores immunity for 4 hours, rendering a person almost completely insusceptible to the effects of the disease. Thank you!
The grip of the manhunt is tightening. Perfect valor is to do without witness what one would do before all the world.
I visited one of the boarded off quarters. Did you find anything there apart from marauders and looters? Worst of all criminals was nowhere to be seen. The killer has disappeared, vanished into thin air. So our hypothesis is supported. The killer is indeed a bacterium, isn't it? There is hope then. You were right. Indeed, the microbe cannot survive in a non-organic environment. The walls of infected buildings, and sometimes the ground itself, were covered in some peculiar organic matter that was dying as fast as it was spreading. I would be very interested to study this filth at a laboratory. Sadly, all we can study now are these half-dead scraps. I don't think that what we can observe is reflective of how a full-fledged bacterium will behave. The best we can do is guess, but there will be a day when we nail down the culprit and grip it with an iron fist. I hope it doesn't take long. Okay. We have 1 dose of a super immunity booster. I'm gonna do a hard save on that. That seems very useful. Looks like I'm going to have to very briefly enter and exit an infected district to get over to Aspity. There's another alcoholic. Stop going away. Come to me. I'll take it. I have so many bottles of water. Thank you for that. And yeah, definitely saw a guard beat an infected person to death. Oh, that's coming right for me! Ah! Leave me alone? I don't even want to be here. Let's go check out this warehouse. Talk to Aspity. Can't get in that way. Of course I can't. I'm gonna go around. I just hope his immunity booster works. If he could make a bunch more of it, I would very much appreciate that. What the frick? Aspity's region is just a hot mess of a maze to me. Okay. I have been to this warehouse. Okay. Doesn't seem to be anything to do here. But I've been inside. I hope that counts. There should be an entrance in this fence. Okay, good. Hey, can you repair my gun? It will cost $1,400. Repair my knife. Gonna have to work on cash before he'll repair my gun. Note in that shop. This way. Those plague-ridden houses are terrifying. Yeah, that's right. Trade with this drunk. He's got a straight bandage. How much? 5. Thank you, sir. Aspity. Did one of the butchers you're hiding destroy the water supply?
HBomberGuy is tracing the streets like bacteria in a vein.
Well, there's our official pronunciation, HBomberGuy. Pitapat, pitapat, can you hear the kids running around? Aspity, you know already I'm not a man to be trifled with. Who destroyed the water supply? Oh, look at me, trembling with fear. Do you think, serpent tongue, that trifling with you is any fun? So the guy lost his temper. Big deal. It's not his fault. He's a simple worker. He was put up to do this. By whom? Well, a lady of some importance. I don't think it would be too wrong to assume that she's hiding her real face from the majority. It definitely wouldn't be too wrong to assume that the lily-white daughter of the executed Captain Ravel knows the answer. Are you trying to say it was Laura who inspired this? Go ahead and interrogate Laura the Angel. As for me, I'm done here. I'm hungry myself. It's a pity I won't see you drive the poor sufferer into a corner. Oh, how I hate this tender dove type. If only I could sink my teeth into her slender white neck. I can't imagine Laura putting anyone up to that. Yet somehow she knew to found the House of the Living in advance. Somehow she stocked up on water in advance. If only for a few people. Somehow she avoided having an isolation ward in her very house. So many coincidences, wouldn't you agree? But oh, how naive she looks. How tender the voice. How inviting the little vein on her neck. Indeed, but it doesn't prove anything yet. Clara the thief, on the other hand, turned out to be a saint. Huge loads of miracles she performed yesterday. A ton of people healed by her hands. Unbelievable, isn't it? See? I am willing to admit the virtues of blessed girls, as long as they prove their sainthood with deeds done. We'll sort this Clara out later. Okay. Ask Laura, did you tell someone to destroy the water supply? I can go a long way around. A long way around, then I can actually check some of these houses. That's what I'll do. Why would Laura... Did she misunderstand the disease? She would have... So Aspity is suggesting that Laura built the shelter, pre-ordered a bunch of supplies, food, water, and such, and then told someone to destroy the running water supply, maybe because she thought the water was going to spread the plague? I guess that's a charitable reading. I want that. Watches seem to be worth more to you. And this bracelet. I want that dread fish. I can sell the blue vaccine for 9,000. We're not going to do that. Okay, this is the previously infected district. It's got fresh meat, which does not sound nearly as good. I'll take my razors. Dried meat. Perfect. Okay. That was a good exchange, at least. Should I just pick any of these? Milk? Hello? Thank you. Ah! There was a person in there. Ow. Okay, I killed a looter. Had a crowbar, which I am suggesting is evidence that I did my thing. Alright, we're bandaged up. Here, you.